You leave a conversation feeling confused, guilty, or somehow wrong, but you can't explain why. Nothing obviously bad happened. They didn't yell, they didn't insult you, and yet something in your gut is telling you something is off. That feeling has a name, and today I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Here's the thing about psychological manipulation. It almost never looks like what you'd expect. There's no villain twirling a mustache, no dramatic confrontation. Instead, it's subtle, it's quiet. It's a pattern of behavior so gradual that by the time you notice it, you're already deep inside it. In dark psychology, this is called covert manipulation, and it's used in relationships, friendships, workplaces, even families. Today, I'm walking you through 7 signs that someone is doing it to you right now. And once you see them, you can never unsee them. Sign number 1, gaslighting. They make you question your own memory. You remember the conversation clearly, but somehow, every time you bring it up, they tell you it never happened, or you misunderstood, or that you're being too sensitive. This is gaslighting, and it's one of the most well-documented manipulation tactics in psychology. The name comes from a 1944 film where a husband literally dims the gas lights in the house and then denies it when the wife notices. The goal? It's to make her believe she's losing her mind. Real-world gaslighters do the same thing. They systematically erode your confidence in your own perception. The key sign for this? You find yourself apologizing for things you're not sure you actually did. Sign number 2, future faking. They make promises they never intend to keep. This one is sneaky. A manipulator will paint a vivid picture of the future to keep you invested. They'll say things like, "We'll travel together. I'll change. Things will be different." Psychologists call this future faking. It's not accidental forgetfulness. It's a deliberate tool to give you just enough hope to stay. Here's how you spot it. The promises are always tied to your patience. They say things like, "Just give me a little more time," or "once things settle down." The future they're describing keeps moving forward, just out of reach. The key sign here, their words and their actions are in completely different directions. Sign number 3, intermittent reinforcement. And this one explains why it's so hard to leave. They alternate between warmth and coldness. One day, they're loving, generous, the person you fell for. The next, they're cold, critical, distant. This isn't mood swings. This is a psychological mechanism called intermittent reinforcement, and it's the same system that makes slot machines addictive. When rewards are unpredictable, your brain becomes obsessed with getting to the next one. You start working harder and harder to get back to those good moments. You start believing that you are the problem. You're not. You're just caught in a psychological loop that was designed to keep you there. And the key sign for this, you feel more relieved when they're nice to you than you feel happy about it. Before we get into the next 4 signs, if you've recognized yourself in any of this so far, drop a comment below. Just say, "I see it." You'd be surprised how many people are watching this right now feeling the exact same thing. And subscribe if you want more psychology content like this. I post every week. Sign number 4, triangulation. They bring a third person to control you. Suddenly, there's always someone else in the conversation. An ex, a friend, a coworker who is always doing things better than you. Or they tell you what this other person thinks of you. Or they suggest this other person understands them in a way you just don't. This is called triangulation, and its purpose is twofold. It creates insecurity, which makes you easier to control, and it gives the manipulator a source of outside validation they can use against you. The key sign for this: you feel like you're constantly competing for a place you've already earned. Sign number 5, the sunk cost trap. They remind you of everything you've already invested. You hear things like, "After everything I've done for you," or "After all this time." Does that sound familiar? A manipulator keeps score, not to express gratitude, but to use it as leverage. This exploits a well-documented cognitive bias called the sunk cost fallacy. The more you've already invested in something, the harder it is to walk away, even when walking away is clearly the right move. They know this, and they use it deliberately. The key sign for this: your reason for staying is what you've already given, not what you're still getting. Sign number 6, reactive abuse. This one is particularly cruel. They push you until you snap, then use your reaction against you. A manipulator will provoke: subtle jabs, passive-aggressive comments, silent treatment, constant criticism. They keep going until you finally lose it. And the moment you do, now you're the problem. "See, you're unstable. I can't talk to you when you're like this." This is called reactive abuse, and its goal is to reframe the dynamic entirely. You become the aggressor in the story. They become the victim. And you start to wonder if maybe they're right. The key sign for this: you apologize for your reactions more than they ever apologize for their behavior. Sign number 7, isolation. They slowly cut you off from your support system. It starts quietly. Comment here, a criticism there, about your friends, your family, anyone who might give you perspective. Over time, you see those people less and less. You share less. You start to filter your experience through the manipulator's lens before you even talk to anyone else. Isolation is the final piece because it removes the mirror. When you're isolated, you lose the outside perspective that would otherwise help you see what's happening. The key sign in this: the only person who truly understands your relationship is the person who controls it. That's 7 signs: gaslighting, future faking, intermittent reinforcement, triangulation, the sunk cost trap, reactive abuse, isolation. You might have recognized one. You might have recognized all. Either way, here's what you want to take from this. Awareness is the exit. Manipulation only works in the dark. The moment you can name what's happening to you, it loses its power. You didn't dismiss the signs because you were weak or naive. You missed them because the person doing this counted on you to. If this video helped you see something more clearly, share it with someone who needs it. And if you want to go deeper on dark psychology and how it shapes human behavior, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.